We begin in Afghanistan, but not with a story you're used to seeing. This is about two young filmmakers from the West who were rewarded after 3 years of hard work. Their short film, Buzkashi Boys, was nominated for an Academy Award. The movie is a coming-of-age story of two boys on the cusp of manhood. CCTV's Sean Calebs actually has a connection to this film and joins us live from Los Angeles with the details. Sean.
Hi, Elaine. I've known these guys for several years, and they really went to Afghanistan to show a different version of life there. Not one dominated by tanks, troops, and bullets, but a slice of life. Buzkashi Boys profiles two kids who live in a harsh environment, but are still pursuing their dreams. Even under the harshest, most unforgiving conditions, sometimes a gem is exposed amid the rubble in a place like Afghanistan. Ariel Nazar is the executive producer of the short film Buzkashi Boys.
Well, for me, it's really about building bridges. All of my work in Afghanistan is about building a bridge between Afghanistan and the rest of the world. I mean, that's why I went there.
That bridge led him from among the most hostile environments on Earth to the most surreal.
It's Oscars Day.
An Oscar nomination and the spotlight in the heart of Hollywood. A chance of a lifetime for American director Sam French and Nazar, a Canadian Afghan.
This is a country that it's in a terrible shape right now. So something like this, it brings so much dignity and so much pride to the country.
Buzkashi Boys is a coming-of-age story about two young boys living a harsh existence in Kabul who dream of becoming Buzkashi riders. Buzkashi is the Afghan national sport, sort of a rustic polo where riders clutch a goat carcass.
Start here. When I say action, go, okay?
Fawad Mohammadi was literally plucked off the street selling maps to raise money to star in the film.
First, I didn't meet Sam.
And now he's in Hollywood, if only for a few days.
The food I like, but I can say that it's a little bit different for us. It's strange. We miss our food, Afghan food, but I like French fries here, and hamburgers are so good.
Ready to read? Let's do it.
The filmmakers received money in the low six figures from the U.S. State Department to fund the film. In an odd twist to the story, in 2011, I worked for the State Department in Kabul, in part overseeing the Buzkashi Boys grant. I was at their film shoot at this devastated building called Darliman Palace. My boss at the time was retired Foreign Service Officer Gary Pergel, who now lives in San Diego.
Well, I think we were in many ways financing hope. That was one of the main things that the U.S. government was doing at that time, and especially with our media and communications. We were bringing people together. We were letting them see that actually there might be a great future in Afghanistan if we can just get people to start being a little more moderate in their views.
I would love to say this story has a magical ending, but Nazar and French didn't take home Oscar gold. But Fawad's co-star Jawan Ahmad Pai says the nomination and the fact that it's the first Afghan film ever nominated for an Oscar is something no one can ever take away from them. But what's it like basically almost being a national hero right now? I mean, really, what's it like?
We are very happy, but I don't think that we are national heroes. That. But I think that we are superstars.
That's perfect.
Being in the spotlight in Afghanistan, however, isn't always positive, especially if there is a direct connection to the United States. The two young actors are very proud of their achievements, and they're very proud of this film. But they know when they return home to Kabul, their newfound fame could make them targets for insurgents. Elaine?
Well, Sean, these guys are still fairly young. Did they know that it was possible for them to be in danger while they were doing this? And what does the future hold for them? What do they want to do?
Yeah, you know, the simple way is, yes, both Sam French and Ariel Nazar have been around. They've spent a number of years making films, making documentaries. They sat down with families of the boys and said, look, we want to make this, but here are the concerns, and they spelled them out. The kids said, we still want to do this. We want to take a chance. They're very proud of it. To come here to the United States for their big night on the red carpet, people got together in Afghanistan and raised more than $12,000. But
a decision was made to put that money into an account to help their college fund. The United States State Department, as well as a private airline, paid their way over here. So these kids are going home with some wonderful memories, and let's hope they have a happy, healthy, safe life.
Well, you also mentioned in your story that the funding for this project came through the U.S. government, the State Department. Why? And is this a fairly controversial practice? How is this viewed by others?
Yeah, this is something entirely different. This was something dreamed up by the late Richard Holbrooke. He wanted to have what's called a civilian surge in Afghanistan, wanted to improve media, wanted to improve the court system, rule of law, basically every aspect civilians could assist. I was hired because I had a specialty in media. That was what they said. So I went there to try to help rebuild TV, film, and radio industries. Look, there was a lot of criticism about this, and some people believe some of the money was wasted. I can't say that all of it was entirely well spent, but there was very close watch over the way the money was spent, and I don't think anybody's going to have any issues with the way the money was spent for the Buzkashi boys.
And Sean, what about the future of the producer and director of this film? Obviously, to be nominated for an Oscar is fairly prestigious. What do they want to do next? Are they going to stay in this type of work?
Yeah, without question. The biggest thing this does for them, it gets their names out there. It's going to open a lot of doors, and it's going to make getting funding for their next projects a lot easier. Ariel is debating going back to Afghanistan. He has an offer to do another documentary. Money is starting to be talked about, so he could very well end up back there. Sam will go a different way. The director and producer, they've worked together for a number of years. They're going to go on and make their own pitches from here on out, but they can always look back on this weekend, and no one can ever take the nomination away.
All right, Sean Kalos reporting live from Los Angeles. Thank you.